Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. It is Sunday, June 4th, about 11:35 p.m. Central Time, my time. Show's been a little late lately. If you're tuning in, please hit that red subscribe button. Help me get to 1,000 by week 1, September 10th. It's an investment on your part. I guarantee you. I promise you. Hit that subscribe button when I reach 1,000 subscribers. I'll be able to put back into this channel, get a mic, studio equipment, sound bites, a desktop just for this, for film and video. And this show will be something very special. I'll have a call-in line also. I think Law's the only other one that that does that, so fans can call in, vent, and be heard, especially when it's football season. I'm at 325 right now, guys. Help me to get to 1,000 by week 1. Hit that red subscribe button. It is free. It costs you nothing. And I promise you, you will be glad you did it, because when I hit 1,000, my channel will grow exponentially, and I'll be doing live shows, and my shows will be live, if you know what I mean. You will be entertained, I guarantee you. And I promise you, every show that I do, I will put my all into. Nothing will be done half-ass. I'll put the work into it, and, not give you garbage, give you nothing but first class take all day, every day. So what I'm going to touch on here is, can this rookie class this season be the best that we've had in recent years? Last year's rookie class, pretty hard to beat. The year before that, rookie class, and the year before that, pretty hard to beat. Since 2010, our first-round picks, only 2 of them have busted. That's Mo Claiborne, Taco Charlton. Every other first-round pick that we've drafted since 2010 have been All-Pros or Hall of Famers. Des Bryant, All-Pro. Tyron Smith, Hall of Famer, All-Pro. Travis Frederick, All-Pro, would have been Hall of Famer. Zach Martin, first ballot Hall of Famer, All-Pro. Byron Jones, All-Pro in years 4 and 5. Leighton Vander Esch, Zeke Elliott after Byron Jones, All-Pro, 3 years, rushing title for 2. 2018, Leighton Vander Esch, All-Pro his rookie season. Still our top linebacker now. 2020, C.D. Lamb, All-Pro. 2011, Micah Parsons, All-World. And last season, Tyler Smith will be All-Pro. He's not there yet, but he will be an All-Pro left tackle. This year, Mazi Smith. Y'all think he's got potential to make All-Pro? Not this season, but next year, the year after? I do 100%. We have 2 glaring holes on this team. Really, that's it. That's offensive line, particularly left guard, and power running back. We got the speed back and the jitterbug back. Could the answers to those 2 positions lie in this rookie class and the UDFAs that we have? It's very possible that could be the case. We have questioned our draft picks the last 5 seasons, and we've turned out to be wrong. Last year, drafting Tyler Smith and with the first pick, we were thinking, man, it was, better offensive lineman on the board than him. And he turned out to be the best one. Mazi Smith this season will complete this defense, stop the run up the middle, which was our only Achilles heel on defense last season, besides not having a cornerback too. And will just free up defensive ends, edge guys, and linebackers, especially linebackers, to run sideline to sideline. Mazi Smith will be an instant impact rookie. Like Tyler Smith should have been Rookie of the Year last season for what he was able to do, switching positions at last minute and then playing one of the most important positions on the team and playing at a high level. Ozzie Smith, I think, will be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year, or at least Defensive Rookie of the Year. Luke Schoonmaker, I didn't like to pick whenever we, took him in round 2. But the reason for it is because he is a tight end, but he is supposed to be an extension of the offensive line. Almost like having a third tackle out there whenever we're going to run the football. He can catch. He's not a big-time pass catcher like Jake Ferguson's going to be. But I think Schoonmaker is going to help this run game be better and not just be good half the season like it was in 2021. 21, the run game was great the first half of the season. The second half of the season fell off. Last season, the run game was really good for 3/4 of the season. Then Terrence Steele got hurt, and then it slowly started to fall off. This season, Schoonmaker will help that run game be good all season. That is kind of the point of drafting him in the second round. It wasn't for his receiving skills, I can tell you that. It wasn't so he can go out there and be a Dalton Kincaid. Now, Jake Ferguson is going to emerge this season as our next star tight end. He's going to be what Jason Witten was to Romo. He's going to be what Novacek was to Aikman. Ferguson will be that to Dak. He will be his new security blanket, better than Dalton Schultz ever thought about being. DeMarvion Overshawn. He's not going to be a starting linebacker unless injury happens. He won't see a whole lot of snaps, but the snaps that he does see, he will make plays. When he's out there at linebacker, he's an excellent blitzer. He's got speed. I think he'll have a few big-time blitzes, get to the quarterback, knock the ball out, or if he drops back in coverage, make a few key pass breakups and interceptions, because he did play safety also at Texas. Guy played safety and linebacker and could play edge if they wanted him to. But we have plenty of those guys, so he's going to stay where he's at. He's not going to be a every down type guy like Mozzie and Schoonmaker, but when he does play, I think he's going to be making impact plays. He'll make some rookie mistakes here and there, of course, but he'll be he'll do his job. Fehoko Jr., 4th round pick, defensive end, drafted 270 pounds. By training camp, he'll probably be at 290, 295. That's like a 3-4 defensive end size. He'll play end and he'll play tackle as a 3-tech. I think by week 7, week 7 will be the bye week. So week 8, say week 8, he'll probably have his legs under him week 8 where he has confidence. And at his size, just like Michael Bennett with Legion of Boom, about the same size, a defensive end, if he can, on first down, be opposite Tank Lawrence, because Tank Lawrence, at this stage of his career, he can still rush the passer, but he's a better run stopper. He's an all-around defensive end, very good defensive end. He's a really good run stopper. And Fehoko, with his size, can be a really good run-stopping defensive end too. He was good at getting after the quarterback in college, but this is a pros, and I think in the NFL he'll be more of a run-stopping defensive lineman than a pass rusher. So on first downs, if you got Tank Lawrence, Mozzie Smith, Osia Digizua, and Fehoko Jr., that's going to be a tough front four to run against on running downs, first down, second down, and that'll hopefully lead us to a lot more third and longs. That's where we feast. So I think Fehoko Jr., come mid-season, will be that first down defensive end. You could say starting defensive end. I think he'll be able to stop the run better than Armstrong. 5th-round pick, Asim Richards. We've seemed to have been hitting on 5th-round picks lately, big time. In my dream scenario would be this kid, Asim Richards, out of North Carolina. Play left tackle, who can flex to left guard, who's athletic, who can pull. That's why we didn't draft O'Cyrus Torrence, because he wasn't that athletic and he couldn't pull very well. That's the kind of guard that we like, the athletic ones, even though O'Cyrus Torrence was strong as hell and could move bodies. But it's beside it's ancient history now. He's going to compete for the left guard spot. I would love it if Asim Richards shined in training camp with his long arms, his low center of gravity, and his propensity to be able to seal off his block in the run game. He's a very good run-blocking offensive lineman. That's why we drafted him, because he's a good run-blocking offensive lineman. Pass blocking, not so great. Run blocking, pretty good at North Carolina. And if he were to win the left guard spot and play at least as good as Connor Williams and Connor McGovern, if not maybe a little bit better, that would be dream scenario. Because then left guard would be filled with a rookie. Offensive line practically rebuilt. Terrence Steele just turned 26. Bia Dash, still very young. Asim Richards is a rookie. Tyler Smith is, 22? The elder guy of the line would be Zach Martin at 32 years old. And Zach Martin should be able to play at a high level as long as Jason Kelsey has been playing. Kelsey's 38? Zach Martin has very limited injury history, unlike Tyron Smith. He only had one injury-riddled season. That was 2020 when the whole offensive line went down. So, yeah, I think Zach Martin will be here for, 38, 39 years old. Still being an all-pro. And if Asim Richards can earn that left guard spot, I think it's a long shot. But if he could, and he knows that's his best, he knows that's his best chance of getting on the field this season. In order to get paid, you got to get on the field, start, be good, do it for a couple seasons, and then you get your bag. That's an if. The first four, pretty confident that they're going to be major impact players this season. Pick number 6, we traded our 5th rounder next year for the first pick of the 6th round, Eric Scott Jr., looking very good in OTAs already. Dan Quinn prototype cornerback. He was getting reps with the first team. His being drafted is, I believe, going to be the successor to Gilmore after he's gone. Gilmore will play here probably 2 seasons. I would say 2 seasons. After 2 seasons, he'll probably hang up his cleats and retire and have one more ring to show for it. And when that happens, Eric Scott Jr. will be in the 3rd year of his contract. We'll have Diggs on a deal, making $22 million a year. Bland will be on his 4th year of his deal. And, yeah, Eric Scott Jr. will be groomed to replace Gilmore, and also for depth, because I think he's better than Kelvin Joseph and Deshaun Wright already. And having Jordan Lewis also. Jordan Lewis and Eric Scott Jr. will provide excellent depth for the cornerback room this season. And our 7th pick, little Deuce Vaughn, 5'5", $180. I know LaDainian Tomlinson's been raving about him. I haven't heard a word he said about him, but I already know why he's raving about him. Because Tomlinson was drafted by the Chargers. He was their starting running back, of course. Their backup was Darren Sproles, 5'6", only an inch taller than Deuce Vaughn. but wasn't as stout or strong as Vaughn. And Darren Sproles was a killer, especially in his first 6 seasons. And he looks at Deuce Vaughn, watches him play, and he would swear that he's looking at Darren Sproles in his younger days. They should do a DNA test. The quickness, everything, it just matches up perfectly. Deuce Vaughn will be an X-Factor weapon on this offense this season. Kind of like we want Kevontae Turpin to be a gadget player on the offense. He can be, but he's just a little light in the britches. Deuce Vaughn is a $180 and one of the pound for pound strongest guys coming out of the draft. He leg presses 600. He squats like 500, something like crazy like that. The man is built. He is a rock. He is a small rock, jitterbug that can shift quick, lose him in a heartbeat. Those small backs, just like Emmett, was 5'9", and half the defense couldn't even see him until he was 5 yards up the field. Deuce Vaughn will make this team. Tom Downey says, he's not sure. Deuce Vaughn's going to make the team. He's going to be running back 3 behind Tony Pollard and whoever the power back is. I'm really hoping we re-sign Elliott, but if we don't, we got this UDFA out of North Dakota State, Hunter Lupicki, 230 pounds. The boy runs a 4.56 40. He's not slow. He's got power. I wouldn't mind having him make the roster and having Zeke because the kid can play fullback also. And the key to the 49ers run game being so good, not only does Shanahan draw up masterful plans, but Kyle Juszczyk, number 44, that fullback, is an excellent lead blocker. He's the best fullback the NFL has seen in the last 20 years. And he can also line up at tight end. He can carry the football. He can catch football, but he can lead block like the best of them. He can lead block like Moose Johnson could. If this kid, Hunter Lupicki, can make the squad and be RB number 5, actually just be labeled fullback, and we re-sign Elliott, and we got Pollard, running back 1, Elliott, running back 2, Deuce Vaughn, running back 3, and then Hunter, fullback. That'd be a great backfield there. Because we got one guy that can pass pro real well, and then we got 2 guys that can get you those tough short yard 3rd and 1, 4th and 1s, goal to go, get you that tough 3 yards. If we re-sign Elliott for 1 year, it'll probably be his last year here. And if Hunter makes the team, he could mentor the kid, and then, maybe Hunter could be the power back from here on out. But if we don't re-sign Elliott and Hunter does make the team as our power back and does his job, gets those 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, can grind out the game in the 4th quarter, and can pass protect, and can also catch the ball out of the backfield, do what a power back's supposed to do. Potentially the 2 biggest weaknesses on the team could be in the rookie class, our draft class and our UDFAs. Our best hopes would be for Hunter Lupicki and Asim Richards to ascend into said starting roles. If Asim Richards makes it to left guard, then it's beautiful. Tyler stays at left tackle. Asim at left guard. Can pull real well, pretty fast. be it Ash, Martin, and Steele. And if Steele's not ready, Tyron will be there. And then whenever Steele is ready, then Smith goes back to swing tackle. That's depth. Championship teams, Super Bowl teams not only have great, starters, but they have great depth. And you want depth at the most important positions. And if we get that left guard, if it's Akeem Richards, and we don't have to sign a Dalton Reisner or sign Andrew Norwell or, Trey Turner, who is not that good, but is as good as Connor McGovern was, or Connor Williams. Those key position groups, if you have depth, that is super key. Tyron Smith is that he would be the best swing tackle in the NFL this season, being that his base salary is $3 million signing bonus, $6 million in his pocket. The other $11 million is all incentive based because he was making 17. And then for swing guard, you'd have Chuma Adugo or Matt Forniak. They could, fit the bill, and Forniak is backup center also. And then for running back, don't forget about Malik Davis. Malik Davis, when he got the ball last season, he looked good. Everybody saw it. I don't know why he didn't get the ball at San Francisco. The kid he was a rookie last year. He's going into his second year this season. So if Hunter Lupicki makes the team and Zeke doesn't sign here, and we got Paulo Deuce and Hunter in the backfield and one of them goes down, Malik Davis can come in and probably not skip a beat. Our backfield will still be intact. On the defensive line, our depth is super. I mean, our edge guys, we got them out the wazoo. Our interior guys, we could use one more. Eagles signed Nadab Gangsu and Linval Joseph last season when they had injuries on the interior. Those two guys are still out there. Nadab Gangsu said he didn't want to go to training camp, that if he's going to sign, it's going to be late August, early September. Totally understandable for a veteran of that age. I think it would be smart to sign then a guy like Sue or Linval Joseph at defensive tackle so they could play in the rotation with Hankins and OC and Bohanna, and that'll also give great depth. And you bring Sue on the team or Joseph, those are veterans, that played at a high level in their prime. They can really, give Mozzie some good pointers and lace the kid up on how to play disruptive nose tackle. Out of the picks that we drafted, Mozzie, Schoonmaker, Overshawn, Fehoko, Deuce Vaughn, those guys are going to make instant impacts. Overshawn, is going to be a splash play type guy. Akeem Richards is a big if. He is a hit or miss. If he hits, it's going to be a home run. If he misses, he's going to strike out. And Eric Scott Jr., he's just for depth in special teams this season. He's a depth piece that's going to be groomed, and whenever it's time for him to take the saddle, if Gilly only plays here one season, then I'm pretty sure he'll be ready to take the role the following year. And just really interested to see what Hunter Lupicki can do at this level. 230 pounds is a good size for a back. Zeke was like 220 when he came in as a rookie. He ran faster 40 than Hunter did, but 4.56 is not slow. And if he can lead block really well, that is just such a plus. And then The other 3 UDFAs to keep an eye on. Cornerback, I think Miles Brooks at Louisiana Tech. I think his name is Miles Brooks. That kid looks like the real deal, man. That kid, oh, man, keep an eye on him. And then the 2 linemen, guard TJ Bass, and the tackle that we gave money to, what was his name, Earl Bostic, something like that. He's offensive tackle. Maybe he can flex to guard. Akeem Richards or one of those 2 UDFA linemen, if one of those 3 can plug the left guard spot and we ain't got to sign, someone else, that would be a dream come true. But, we have to see. It's only June. We got June, July. July training camp will start. August training camp starts to come to an end. Preseason games start. But could the answer to our few holes lie in this draft class? That is to be determined. I would love that to be the case. And even if Hunter Lupiki is a good power back, I still want Zeke back. Still want him back, because if we make that run this season, if we get to Vegas in February and we hold that trophy up and Elliott's not there to do it with Prescott and Lamb and all them, it just wouldn't seem right. If he'll sign for $3 million base salary and then another $3 million in incentives, do it, man. 1 year, just 1 year contract, $3 million base salary, $3 million in incentives, and it will pay off, and it will also add depth, and he will keep Dak upright. Especially in shotgun. You got to keep 4 clean. I mean, we can go 4 or 5 games without him, but not the whole season. Cooper Rush has done well as backup. He's still our backup, but the schedule is much tougher. We won't, it was against Cincinnati, the Giants, Washington, the Rams, and the Eagles. Bengals didn't hit their stride, until midseason. The Giants are the Giants. I don't care if they were 2-0 or not. We were still the better team with Cooper Rush at quarterback. No Gallup, no Schultz, no Curse. They were 100% healthy. Washington, the Rams are bad. And if Cooper Rush if he didn't have 3 first-half turnovers against Philly, a good chance that we might have taken that game. But I think this draft class has a chance to be as good as last year's, if not better, and can possibly be the catalyst to get us over the hump. I know we're talking about rookies here, but if you've seen our rookies lately, our rookies have been impact guys from the start. Last season, how many starters were rookies? Tyler Smith. Sam Williams was rotational, but he was good enough to start. Armstrong was starter just because he has seniority. Tolbert, disappointment. Ferguson started whenever 86 was hurt. He was tight end 2, so you can say he did start because we played a lot of 2 tight end sets. Damone Clark started at linebacker 2 when he got off an injury. Deron Bland, when Lewis went down, took the slot position and never let it go. Was the start slot cornerback. Got 5 interceptions. 6th-round pick Devin Harper went down in the offseason for the whole year, so we don't know what he would have been. So this season, look for these guys to be making differences. And then Kevontae Turpin last season also was a rookie in the NFL and, Pro Bowl return man. This season, I think he is all-pro return guy. He's going to make some big-time returns. That's it for this episode, guys. I think this rookie class is going to be very special. And if they can handle business, if they can really handle business, then we might not have to really bring in any outside help. But that is to be determined. Just my thoughts on the matter. If you have not subscribed, please hit that red subscribe button. Every subscriber counts. Every single one counts. Trust me. And every time I see I have another one, it warms my heart. Cowboy Nation, we are brothers and sisters united for the same cause. We all bleed the same blood, blue and silver. Help me reach that 1,000 subscriber mark by week 1, September 10th. And I promise you, you will be reimbursed with an excellent, entertaining show. With a call-in line, with a studio, with graphics, with film and whatnot, and all the bells and whistles to go with what I got up here. 30 years of this team and playing the game my whole youth. Football is the biggest passion of mine. In my life, it's God first, family second, Cowboys third. my three loves. God, family, Cowboys. Country comes number 4. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit the like button also, like Mike Fisher says. It beats algorithms, basically get your video viewed more, gets it pushed up. Whenever people type in Dallas Cowboys on YouTube and they want to, see what's going on. Well, it'll be interesting to see where DeAndre Hopkins goes. My dark horse in the NFC is Chicago. They have the most cap room, and if they were to sign Hopkins after Justin Fields kind of emerged last season, they would have DJ Moore and D-Hop at wide receiver and Chase Claypool. I think they could make some noise. Hopkins we'll see where he goes. If he stays out of the division, that's great. We don't want him in the division. If he stays out of the conference, even better. That's it for this episode, guys. Keep God first and foremost. He comes before everything, even this. Seek him in his righteousness, and everything else in your life will fall into place. I'm a living testimony of that. Even though going through a little valley right now, God always puts us back up on the mountain. Faith is the only currency that counts in God's eyes. Cowboy Nation, I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a good and safe week. Enjoy this show tomorrow, which will be Monday, after it's uploaded. And please hit that subscribe and like button. I implore you to do that. And hopefully my next video will be about us making a big move. Pushing the chips in with our $24 million in cap space. Maybe trading for Quentin Nelson at left guard or something crazy like that. Hopefully Jerry has that itch to make that one more big-time trade. Wouldn't that be amazing to bring on Quentin Nelson as our left guard, trading a first? Hell, I'd give a first and a second. And Kelvin Joseph for Quentin Nelson. Shoot, man, that would make our offensive line the best in the NFL. Having the 2 best guards. And, oh my, man. That's a great idea in my head. Probably not going to happen, but all right, guys. I get you on the flip side. Y'all be good and safe. Charles and Charges out. Deuce.